Welcome to Trivia Night, a gauntlet of pain and judgment. But in like a no pressure, let's all have fun kind of way. Except, I will kill people. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Feel free to join the audience if you're some kind of masochist. Audience members get a chance to die too. What else? Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting key information that would help you stay alive. Oh well, let's just start. Okay now, first question. Without receiving special permission, what is the highest number an NFL quarterback can wear? Use your device to answer the question. That means you weirdos in the audience too. Time's running out. And the correct answer is... who got it right? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices. There are 5 chalices. Half of them are poisoned. Pick a chalice to drink from. You wouldn't believe how many Renaissance fairs I had to go to get all these chalices. Yummy, yummy. Now let's see what everyone drank. You chose not so great. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost. And what's really spooky is that ghosts can still win the game. Never underestimate a ghost, son. Here's the early scores, and yeah, this is about what I expected. And before I forget, let's check in with that audience. So far so good, audience. Let's try this again. Who has not been a host on The View? Time's running out. Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. I'm going to ask you a question. Answer very carefully. What would your superhuman power be? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the answer that you hate the most. Whoever wrote the answer with the most votes dies. Seriously, vote for the answer that sucks. The votes are in. I'd ask if you had any last words, but I bet they'd also be terrible. This is the scoreboard again. I had thought about having a different scoreboard for each question, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices along the way in game development. How about this? Which board game included the Pop-O-Matic? running out. Who said? This one? One of you is still alive. Let's go someplace fun. Oh boy, everybody loves math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. Everyone else will be playing too. And if any of them do better than you, I'll have to punish you. Math time, let's go. So much math going on right now. Keep your focus. Don't let my voice distract you. We're almost out of time. Your math was not the strongest. Killed by other players is probably the creepiest thing that can happen in this game if you think about it. We're down to one player already? I haven't seen a derailment that bad since the time I set up my nephew's train set. Okay, here's the plan. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. Let's try another one. Let's mix things up a little bit with a picture question. Oh, here's a precious photo. It's my preschool chum Rory on school picture day. Actually, now that I think about it, this picture makes me mad. They let him wear his cowboy outfit, but didn't let me take my picture covered in blood. In the black and white, it would have looked really cool. Also, it's the only thing that can keep my hair under control. Childhood. It's weird. How many stars were there? And the correct answer is this. Lame. I've got more questions for you. Don't think of this as a kidnapping and potential murder. Think of this as an opportunity for personal growth. What philosopher wrote in his book, Twilight of the Idols, "That which does not kill me makes me stronger"? Who picked this? I have a surprise for you. Ugh, look at this mess. This piece of art has blood all over it. The new blood is probably getting all mixed up with the old blood. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different, here's that art again, and here's what you did. You did so good. Color me impressed. The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Band with 3 members. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Decisions. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for every correct answer. Aww, you have to get answers right to get closer to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If the ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Okay, an easy one. Types of cheese. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. Can you stay out of the shadows? Egyptian gods. Good. Now escape before the others catch you. Prime numbers. Here comes the next question. Ivy League schools. That ghost is gonna get ya. Mushrooms. Novels written by women. Come on, wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, an endless onslaught of devious torment. But what's a frown but just an upside-down smile? We're gonna have some fun. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, those can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Oh, and hey look, we've got an audience playing along too. At the end of the game, if the audience has less money than the player who wins, everyone in the audience dies. They've got a little skin in the game. Listen to me blabber on. Let's just get into the game. You'll figure it out as we go. Okay, first question. Here's something that often gets overlooked. What's the third rule of Fight Club? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger cutting game. I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, it's not complicated at all. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's so easy. Just don't squirm. Chop chop. Ah! Come on, it's not gonna fall off by itself. Thanks for the finger food. No, I'm kidding. I don't eat them. I know where they've been. Let's take a look at the scores. Now, don't get upset if you're in last place. Just do your best and know that you are special. But also, I will kill you, so do better. Oh, and let's check out the audience score. And the audience is doing okay-ish. Alright, next question. What country produces the most bananas? Who said this one? The rest of you, come with me. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. Let's get all artsy-fartsy. I've got to use this drawing technology for some of the other games, right? Celebration. Draw this thing as best as you can and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the worst drawing. Pick the drawing that makes you go, this shall not pass. My patience is wearing thin. The votes are in. The votes are in and nobody likes you. If only your crappy drawing died with you. Let's take a peek at those scores. Who's feeling the pressure? Let's try another one. Not that you can see it down here, but How long does it take sunlight to reach Earth? Time's running out. And the correct answer is this one. The rest of you who are still alive, prepare for your punishment. Word time! Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights magazine. Don't be the person with the shortest word or you'll regret it. Spell words now. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you could come up with. I probably should have mentioned you have to enter actual words. And ties are verboten. I just read the Fountainhead, so I only reward winners. Quick shout out to all my dead people. Looking good. Alright, next question. A question about classic cinema. How many people were linked in the original Human Centipede? Time's running out. Who said this? You're in for a treat. Well, you're not very lucky. Prove it by spinning the loser wheel. I'm sorry, is the wheel scaring you with its roundness? Spin. Oh, I just love it when she spins. I am just as shocked as you are. Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means. It wasn't easy making it here alive, and it won't be easy to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Chuck Norris films. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. The Jungle Book animals. That ghost is gonna get ya! Beware of the darkness. Voiced by Frank Oz. impressed. Countries with capitals that start with D. Ghost breathing down your neck. Spooky! Sherlock Holmes stories. Girl Scout cookies. So many kills. Tom Riddle's $4.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm your party host, Cookie, and this is what you call making the best of a house arrest. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, skipping is an option. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you never got detention in high school. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you have ever owned a wacky hat. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. And the task was, raise your hand if you have blonde hair. Vote for the faker now. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, hold up as many fingers as there are Canadian provinces. Probably. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. It's easier to catch the faker if you all talk to each other. Throw around some wild accusations. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as alcoholic drinks you've had in the last 24 hours. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third number pressure task now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as there were friends on friends. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Wow, even on the last task, you couldn't vote together to find the faker. Yeah, it's almost like you gave up. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Not into picking your own category? I guess I'll pick one then. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Point at the person you think has the tiniest bladder. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. In case you didn't know, you get points for voting for the faker even if no one else does. Everyone suspects the faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Well, we can't wait forever, so I'll just pick something. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person with the worst memory. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, Point at the person you're most likely to give a high five to. Vote for the faker now. That faker is still on the loose. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. This was the task. Point at the person with the prettiest hands. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Too bad. You couldn't get it together for that last vote. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Hit send now, or you might lose your answers. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. Your favorite crayon color. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your next set of answers. A name you'd give your next pet. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. One last chance to catch the faker. Let's take a look at the last set of text answers. The number of miles you could run right now. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You know how you should all rally together in the final moments to work together and find the faker? You didn't do that.
Quiplash, this is Schmitty. Please hold. Before we start, let's just take a second to enjoy the warmth of each other's company. Okay, that's enough. Here's round one. You are about to see two prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it. Time to share. First up, the perfect thing to yell to make a pee-wee basketball player miss a free throw. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite. Next in the hopper, the worst job to have at the White House. Vote away. Next one, what you've been searching for wasn't inside you this whole time, it was in blank. Okay, vote. Next on the list, the one change churches could make that would probably get more people to attend. Ready, set, vote! Next, hands down, the worst roommate would be blank. And vote. Round one is in the books. Let's see the scores. It's now time for round two. Everything is worth double, twice as much. Okay, I hope you all made me proud. First one. The sequel to Shakespeare in Love would be called Shakespeare in Blank. Okay, select your favorite quip. Up next, the worst thing to write in the tip section of a check. Put in your votes. Coming up next, the term for a large group of bedbugs. Vote on your devices. And next is, why are printer ink cartridges so expensive? Get to voting. Next prompt. Sometimes Deadpool wishes he didn't wear such a skin-tight latex suit and instead wore blank. Vote now. That's it for round 2. Let's see those scores. And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt. Complete the comic. Let's see those quips. You get 2 medals to award this time. Give out your gold and silver medals now. right, let's see where those medals went. Show me the silver. And gold. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer, so... That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.